Here we are, the final day of Hobie Fishing Worlds number 8, day number 3. And kind of reflecting back, it's kind of strange. I kind of feel sad to it a little bit. There's about 2 years of planning that goes into these things, and probably the last 6 or 8 months is fairly intense because you're working with international anglers, global sponsors, councils, state members of parliament. Just so many logistics to try to make these things as smooth and as safe and as fun for everyone here. There are people here who have never been to Australia. They've never been on a plane. Some don't speak English. They've never fished saltwater. Most have never seen a yellowfin brim, is what we're chasing. And to come here and to work out how to catch these fish in this country is amazing. It shows you the quality of angler that these guys are. They're very good at their craft of fishing, no matter what we're doing. Now we're here on the Gold Coast of Australia at Southport, and that's Howard's Landing. We've been launching and coming back every day. This is Mitchell Park, and this is the beautiful Broadwater. I must say it's very rare that you have any kind of competition, whether it be motor racing, sailing, or fishing, to have such a run of good weather. We have had 10 days of idyllic winter conditions here on the Gold Coast, 9 or 10 C in the morning, and the average has been 21. We've had a couple of days into 25. And to do that over a period of a whole competition period is unheard of. I've been doing these since 1976 and in fishing since 2009. We have absolutely nailed it, and I just can't believe it. As I said before, we have 43 of the world's best anglers, 5 continents representing 18 different countries. That's a testament of how far-reaching this event is. It was founded in Australia. It came off our sailing back in the 70s that we still have today. And how it's grown from, it started in 2011 with a handful of countries, and now sometimes between 18 and 26 different countries all the way through. These events are several different styles. In the past, we have an event that's called a photo catch and release because we're chasing great big fish, and you can't weigh them in live. Last year in Amal, Sweden, we were chasing pike, and the pike were almost 2 meters in length. Now we've changed it up a little bit, brought them here to Australia, in particular the Gold Coast, and we're chasing yellowfin brim with a state legal limit of 25 centimeters, and probably the biggest brim we're ever going to see this weekend is 42 centimeters. So such a big contrast of the styles of fishing from 40, 50, and 60 pound line and 10 and 20 pound rods, you know, and 4,500 series reels to 1,000 and 2,500 reels, 1 to 2 kilo rods, and 4 to 6 pound line. That's a big change, and it's something that really I think is important of this thing. The craft have all been provided free of charge to the from the Hobie Cat Company to the anglers, and that allows them to fly in and out with just their rods and reel and their tackles and their techniques. It's a Pro Angler 14. It has the patented Mirage drive with the MD180, and what that does, it means it can go forward and reverse. Steering handles on either side so the anglers can maneuver, and we have a big live well on the back so they can catch their fish, keep the fish alive. There's a little pump running around. We give them a weigh bag. They come to a bump tub to give them a little bit of a break. We call their name on stage. They come up here, and then we weigh the fish in. And the net result after the 3 days period is the angler with the heaviest combined bag is going to go home the Hobie Fishing 8 World Champion. This particular weekend we've had, like I said, the good weather, but today was just outstanding. It started off this morning in a southwesterly breeze about 7 knots, and we ended up in a north-northeasterly about the same. So I cannot pick the conditions any better here. These things are absolutely impossible to run without the gratitude and the help and support and the cash and the product of our sponsors. And the big 3, as I call them, are Power Pole, Daiwa, and Lowrance. They have been there since day dot. They're still here today, and they have their representative here with us supporting what we do. Daiwa have a fantastic stand on the inside showing some of the rods and reels these guys are using. Nick Hamilton-Smith has been doing support for Lowrance. They were here on the opening one. And Robert and Blake Hill from Power Pole, they're a naming rights sponsor. They have been every single Worlds we've been involved. They were instrumental in getting a shallow water anchor built specifically for kayaks, and that's what you're seeing on the back of these boats with this long spikes. It actually goes down with a little motor. It holds your position into the sand or the mud, and a double click of a button, it comes up and allows the anglers to maneuver wherever they want in shallow waters without having to throw over an anchor. So there's some amazing products that have come out of these 3 companies. It also has some great support from Gerber, from Hobie polarized sunglasses, from Lure Fans, Scotties, who build a lot of the fittings that go on these kayaks, AFCO, they build a lot of fishing gear, jerseys, hats, Savage Gear, Railblazer, and obviously the Hobie Cat Company. So with all this help, it really is amazing. Just to give you a little bit of idea of what's going on. Now tonight we have a presentation at the Surfers Paradise Surf and Lifesaving Club, and for you anglers, we're starting at 6:30, so we need to be there on this one. Now for everyone here watching on here in the stadium and also online, to give you a recap of what we've done so far. On day 1, 84 brim were brought to the Weighmaster. There was probably 120 caught on day 1. They were just undersized. So 84 here, 44.35 kilos of fish, and the average brim on day number 1 was 530 grams. That's a very crucial number when it comes into today, because that's 1 fish difference, and that will make a difference to some of these guys of what place they get. On day number 1, we had the biggest brim. Now PowerPole, another great company, have put 3 prizes together for the biggest brim on comp days 1, 2, and 3. The recipient on day number 1 from Sweden, usually fishes for pike, meter fish, was Felix Frey, and caught a 1.06 Gold Coast brim. That was an amazing feat here, which is good. Day number 2, we caught more fish. The anglers got better at what they do. They caught 90 fish. The kilos are about the same, 44.02, and the average again is 510 grams. The fishery is fishing well. A lot of fish caught all the way through. Day number 2, another Swedish. Again, a guy used to chasing big fish, taking out all the locals, all the guys who live here with big brim, and he came in at 0.91. The total fish that I've seen on stage here over the 2-day period is 174 brim. That doesn't count today, so you're going to throw probably another 90 fish. I don't know another fishery right now anywhere that's going to produce like it does here on the Gold Coast, and we're pretty happy to be great weather in the middle of winter time catching all these fish for these internationals. Now this particular week we have nominated 3 brim per session, so each day anglers are allowed to have 3 fish in their live well they bring back on stage. If scoring is ready, we'll give the big thumbs up. We also, today we have Steve Morgan on the bump tub, and any bags that look particularly well, you're going to have an interview with him and a prelude to coming up on stage. From Australia is Richard Benson. He had 3 fish on day 1, 3 fish on day 2. Scoring is showing 3 fish again today, which is very good. Consistency is going to get you into that top 20. Weight is going to get you in the top 10. And big bags is going to take this out. He's currently sitting in 13th place. He only needs 1.22 kilos to take the lead. Have you got 1.22? I think you do.
Yeah, mate.
Maybe.
Probably in that 1 fish.
We've got a cracker of a brim in here. Now, you fished the upper reef today?
Yep.
Now, all week long, they won't tell us where they fish. They say, I'm fishing the Gold Coast and I'm fishing with lures. What did you catch these fish on?
Just a crank grab with a little bit of extra lead on it to get it down in the current.
Okay, you need 1.2. We're going to have a new leader. Everyone who leads, I want them to put your hands together and make some noise here. Day number 3, Hobie Fishing Worlds 8, 1.81 kilos. Make some noise. Good. Now we're going to weigh this thing for the power pole big brim. I take the mic, you take the bag. Take note of those guys. I know OD does. He knows already. He's a veteran now. And then when you're done, I want you to show the cameras. A lot of people are staying up late in the United States, also in Europe, to do it. The biggest brim so far has been Felix Frey from Sweden, a pike guy with 1.06. Nice fish. You're already going to be in the lead for day number 1. I did not see a 1.01. Is that right, Jim? Didn't come on the scale. Not too bad. Kilo fish. 1.01 is your big brim. Show it to some of the guys in the USA and Europe, and also some of the spectators here. Nice fish. That's what we want to see. Big brim. Righty-o. Richard Bitton has set the bar for all of you guys. Andrew Hancock, very, very consistent. He made a decision to change where he fished, and he did that because he wanted some big fish. It didn't turn out for him. He's still got a bad habit. He's made the Australian team, which is really good. 3 on day 1, 3 on day 2, 1 on day 1. You got to be happy with your comp, though.
Yeah, great.
Good day. Just
Yeah.
didn't happen for you?
No, I've seen a lot of fish, but couldn't get them to commit.
All right. Well done. Great to have you on the team, and you come in at .72. Put your hands together. All these guys are
Thanks,
finalists.
Mike.
They've made the Australian team to be here. I love it. Haiyang Li, lure fans, one of the sponsors from China, been involved in Hobie Fishing Worlds for a number of years. He's another global partner. 1 fish on day 1, didn't weigh on day 2, 1 fish on day 3. How are you, sir?
Good.
Did you have fun?
Yes, very fun.
And what do you think of the Gold Coast?
It's a beautiful place. It's
I
a
tell
very
you
good
what.
for bream.
I know it, but at least you had a good time. From China, .55. Make some noise for these guys. They've worked hard all week long. They've done 2 pre-fish days. Pre-fish on Monday and Tuesday, and then obviously 3 days of comp. Felix Frey. Now I hear he has got something that is really good. And keep going.
Power pole bumped up here, and we have got Felix. Felix, you caught a giant on day 1. It's currently the tournament's big brim. You've got another one. Can you pull that up and show the cameras how big it is? That is an absolute cracker of a brim. Looks like it's already spawned out, but do you think it's any bigger than the one on the first day, Phil? We hope so. One way to find out, go weigh that thing in from the power pole bumped up.
Felix from Sweden. He's a pike specialist. 1 fish on day 1, and that 1 fish won the power pole big brim. 3 on day 2. He's working the system out. He's got 2 fish, but you may have some bragging rights.
Hopefully it's just nice coming up with some trophy.
Oh, Richard's got 101.
Yeah, we'll see.
Have you had a good time here?
Yeah, it's been just fantastic.
And the weather?
Yeah, I love it.
Is this similar to your summer?
Yeah, it's similar to our summer.
So our
it's-
winter is like your summer.
Yes, it is.
All right. I like that. Here we go. Does he have Richard at 1.01 for big brim? It's going to come in at 116. Now we're going to weigh the big brim.
Let's
I take
see.
the mic. Come on, you take this bag. Can you show him, Obi? Show him what's going on, will you? Show him what's going on. Whoa, I don't know. What do you reckon? He's saying no. He's saying no. All right. Is Richard safe for the power pole big brim? 0.73. He is. That's all right. There you go, Mike. Well done. Put your hands up. Come on. From Sweden. I love it. Richard's looking pretty good. All right. Lars Lundberg. He also, Sweden, also is a big brim winner. No matter where you go in the world, he's got a big brim trophy from Power Pole. 1 on day 2, 1 on day 1, 2 on day 2, and you got 3 on day 3.
Yes.
How are you, man?
Thank
That's
you.
good.
Yeah. I use the Steve method.
The Steve method. Up here so we can hear you.
Yeah,
Up closer. Did you have a good comp?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, coming to Australia for the first time and fishing this bream I've heard so much about. I've really enjoyed it. Now I know what finesse fishing is. I normally say I do a lot of finesse fishing, but this is finesse fishing.
This redefines finesse fishing, I can tell
redefines
you.
finesse fishing.
I'm
definitely.
so glad. First, second, third, you've got the 3 fish. You've worked it out. You're going to go home as a big brim winner. 1.32 from Sweden. Lars, put your hands together.
Thank you
well
very
done,
much.
matey.
Thank you.
Really appreciate the applause for these guys. It's the end of the series. We've done a lot of yards to get here. Mark Young, he was in the top 10. I think he was in 10th place. Another consistent guy in Australia, made the Australian team. 3 on day 1 for 1.32. Better bag on day 2, 3 for 1.86. You need 1.61 to knock off Richard?
Nope.
Nope. All right. Well, that's a bit of a flash. What happened there? There we go. 3 fish are going to come in at, no, you can't push the scales down, 1.24 kilos. Nice
you.
try. Well done. There you go. Done. I'll take the mic. Thank you. Got to watch these guys. Turn your head 1 minute. Finn Sloth had a good bag on day 1. Good bag for Gold Coast, considering they're 530 grams each. 3 for 1.63. 3 on day 2. We saw you earlier, you had none, and then again the tide changed and you caught fish.
Yeah.
Did you hit the trawlers this morning?
Yep.
I did, and no one had luck up there, I don't think.
Yeah. Me neither.
Why do you think that is?
Well, they've been beaten for 5 days.
They've been beaten for 5 days. All right, we fished it for 5 days. You need 1.69 to take the lead. He's shaking his head no. but this is definitely going to bring him up there. 1.42 puts him into second place. Well done. Well done, matey.
Thanks.
Thank you. He's from Denmark, if in case I didn't remember. Dennis School, boom, boom, school. Got the dance moves going. And most importantly, 3 fish on the last day. You got to be happy with that.
I am so happy with that.
You finally get bagged out. That's a good thing, isn't it?
Yep.
You peaked at the last time.
I did.
Okay, let's get him on stage, get this thing going. The angler's going to follow these guys down to the water. These fish get released back in to live another day and grow. Just so you know, about a 30-centimeter brim is about 15 to 18 years of age. They're very slow growing. Like this is Teak Pachio. I don't know. Tiki. I don't know. You know the best thing about this? He's got 3 fish. He told me he was going to get 3 fish. He's got 3 fish. How are you, man?
I'm good today.
3.
Where's my catchy 3 fish?
3 fish. This is it. Did you go north or south?
North.
North. 18 of 43 went north. The majority went south. 0.97. Well done, matey. Excellent.
Thank you very much.
Perfect. Glenn Allen has been to several worlds from Australia. Very, very consistent. 3 for 153, 3 for 140. It needs 1.86 to take the lead. Do you have it?
Got no idea.
Oh,
I didn't want him, so.
man. Oh, man. Oh, man. What do you reckon? It's going to be close. All right. 186 to move into the lead.
No.
163 currently puts him in to second place.
Thank you,
Well
Steve.
done, Matty. Come on, Team Australia. Make some noise for him. Second place. Richard Benson is still leading. And now we're going to switch over to the power pole bump tub now.
Yes, we're at the Powerball bump tub here, and we have Andre Jones. Andre, donut on the first day, but you got 3 yesterday and another 3 today. What is the secret? How did you learn so quick?
My friends helped me, and my fishing day today. But in the first day, I'm very nervous, and it's the first time.
Well, you got real good at it. Show us those fish and get up on stage. Well done to Andre. 3 fish the last 2 days.
This guy has a massive following at Portugal, and it's really good to see. On day 1 he didn't get any. He's worked it out. Are you going to improve on day 3 over the 1.25 kilos?
Yeah, of course.
Of course he says. I'm sorry, I doubted you.
No problem, man.
All right, here we go. Gonna smash yesterday's. Let's have a look. Of course he does. 1.34. Andre Jones from Portugal. Another country on stage. You enjoy your time here?
Yeah, very much.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
All right. Perfect. Alan Silva is next. 0 fish on day 1, 0 on day 2 if that is correct, and 1 on day 1. Well done. He's made it on the stage. Good to see you up here. How are you? Oh, yeah, okay. He's saying he had a wonderful time on the Gold Coast. He can't wait to come back. And he thanks you for following him on Facebook. Thank you. All right. I got all that in the translation. Okay. 0.38. Perfect. Well done. Thank you. You didn't know I spoke that, did you? Huh? That was Brazilian. From the UK, I'll try to work this one out. 1, 1, and 2. Michael McGuire. How are you, sir?
Good. Thank you.
Good day on the water?
Yeah, no, it's interesting. I caught a lot of fish, some interesting species I hadn't even seen before, but I still haven't quite got the hang of these yellowfin bream, but I'll come back.
You'll come back.
I'll
That's
come
for the
back.
Gold Coast. He's coming back. 0.65.
Thank
Well
you.
done, matey.
Cheers.
Put your hands together from the UK, Michael McGuire. Patrice Gauthier from France. Vive la France. He's running on stage. He's excited. Got his 3 fish. How are you, man?
Very nice. I'm very happy.
You're
today.
very happy.
Spent a very nice day.
You were happy yesterday
Yeah.
and the day before.
A
Okay.
little less.
Is that the French wine or?
Yes, of course.
Of course. Okay, just checking. All right. 3 fish coming in 1.21 kilos. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Appreciate it. Love seeing international anglers attend these events and how they do it. From Brazil, June Yagamori. I nailed one. I'm just trying to work out how that's a Brazilian name.
Yes.
All right. I am trying.
Japanese
I
accent.
know. I get all that. Don't you trust me?
I'm so
That's
happy
what
to be
threw
here.
me. I'm trying to think. There's a name, and he's from this country. It should sound like this, and I'm totally wrong. 2 fish. You got to be happy. Happier?
Yes, of course.
Good. Well done. 0.89 on the board. Well done, Brazil.
Thank you.
Where's the Brazilian girls? Okay. Ronald Tross is next. He works harder than anyone I see to trot. This guy can cast. I've seen him throw places that I couldn't get into. Great angler. 1 on day 1, 3 on day 2, 2 on day 2. Good comp for you in general?
Yeah, I would have loved to have a little bit more time to figure everything out.
3 on day 2. If you want to change that, there you go. Got 3. Now we're going to weigh it. It looks good on the scoreboard, and you have 3. You've got your bag. That's what was important part. You work hard at it. 1.1. Put your hands together from the Netherlands. Well done, Netherlands. Fantastic. Got his bag. The internationals are starting to work out how to catch these fish. And I'll tell you what, that's the beauty of Hobie Fishing Worlds. Rafael Rezende from Brazil. How many did you get from Brazil, Alan? 6? 4? 4 anglers from Brazil? 3 on day 1. Good bag on day 1. Struggled on day 2. Struggled on day 1. All right. Did you have fun?
Yeah, absolutely.
Here we go. 1 for Rafael. 0.48. Well done. Put your hands together, please. Rafael. Just a little bit. All right. We'll bring out Ron Champion. 3 on day 1. 3 on day 2. 2 on day 2. This guy is one of the most liked guys out there in the fishing scene, and we're just privileged to have him here representing the United States at Hobie Fishing Worlds number 8. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fabulous. Thank you, sir.
It's good. What a great event it's been so far.
I tell you what, everybody that's here that's from Australia, you should be proud of yourself and proud of your country. We came over as a team, U.S., from all over, and y'all have been open-armed. It's just been, everywhere we've went, it's been amazing. So hats off to you guys.
Well done. Let's get its scales on here. Let's find out what it weighs. 0.82. Well done, Ron Champion. Team USA.
Thank you, sir.
Awesome.
All right, yeah, we are going to be going here again at the power pole up tub. I've got Eric Harrison from the USA. And Eric, you've worked out how to catch these things today, mate. What was your secret in working out how to catch these Gold Coast bream?
Well, today was the first day I tried to crank a crowd.
Yeah.
So I broke out the Daiwa reel, brand new reel, and was drifting the fab over the reef, and we finally got into some decent sized fish.
Well, it took you a few days to do it. Lift those fish out, show it to us, and then take them up to Steve Fields on the main stage. 3 lovely Gold Coast bream there in the power pole bump tub.
Awesome, Eric Harrison. We found him way back in the canals yesterday. We have a saying here, do the miles, get the smiles. He got 3 fish yesterday. Light bags, but he's done well. He's on stage. How are you, sir?
Great.
Been good? It's been
Yep,
fun.
It's been fun.
That's better.
Much better bag today.
Woo, man.
Of course, on the last day, you always figure things out, right?
Well, that's okay. But the secret is you figured it out.
I learn something new every day.
This is a good bag. This is a good bag. You don't have 3 kilos, but I'll tell you what, there's a good bag here. Nice bag. Let's see if we can crack 2 kilos. Just a bit short, 1.6. That's not bad for day number 3. Well done, Eric Harrison. Did you want to wait on these for Big Brim?
Sure.
Okay, it's your call, not mine.
I
There you
don't
go.
think it's big enough. So.
Let's just weigh it. We like to weigh it. Let's just see what it
Weigh
is.
for the fun of weighing.
Weighing it for the fun of it. The Big Brim is at Richard Benson 1.01. It's about a 40-centimeter brim.
Way smaller.
Felix is at 0.73. Let's see what the Gold Coast gave you today to put onto the scales. 0.68, not too shabby. Well done. Perfect. It is so good to see these guys chase fish that they've never, ever seen before. Chris, thanks. Joe Comiotti is next. He's been consistent all the way through, from pre-fish day to here. 3 fish each day means you're pretty good at your craft of fishing. 1 kilo on day 1, 1.28 on day number 2. Can you top yesterday's weight?
Yeah.
All right. Yes. There you go. Nice fish. That was good today.
Yeah. I stuck to one spot today. I went to the trawlers and just stayed there all day.
Just kept plugging away.
Yeah.
What were you throwing mostly?
Started off with gulp shrimp.
Yep.
And banana prom.
Okay.
And then they weren't hitting the net anymore, so I started cutting it down to a small size and was throwing it under the docks, caught a couple that way. But all 3 of those came off of crabbies.
Crabbies. Here we go. 3 fish are going to come in at 1.56 kilos. Puts you into 7th place. I think we got about 5 anglers there. We probably have about 6 anglers there. We're probably getting down to the last 15 anglers, you think? I can't wait to see the results of today. It is going to be close. Isn't that right, Morgan? Obadiah Williams.
All right,
where he
We're at
is.
the power pole bump tub again, and this man, he brought us 1 fish on day 1. He brought us 2 fish on day 2, and you tell everybody here what you caught today.
I got a limit. 3 fish. You know, once I got that 3 fish, I felt like I won the whole derby. Yeah? Everybody came outside, started congratulating me. Hey, it meant the world for me, but to get this one, so I'm excited today.
Awesome. When you get these fish, you get them up to that scales because you're going to weigh them alive.
Oh, I love it. Bring him up. Bring him up. Let's talk about it. Make some noise.
Yeah, Steve. I did it. Give me the mic, Steve. Let me get the mic. I did it. I did it.
You should show some more enthusiasm. You're a bit of a downer.
Oh, well, you know, I try to spice up the crowd a little bit.
That's right.
Oh, man.
Man, what did you do? What's going on?
Man, I had the Rocky music playing today. I was serious business. And when I got it took a minute, you know. It was kind of, I went the other way today. I said, let's try something different. And halfway through the day, it didn't work. I said, why did I try something different? And and then, boom, 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 I got 3.
How's it go?
Boom, boom, boom.
All right, just
and then a tear came down my eye and the hard pump fist.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get these 3 on stage.
All right.
Let's have a look at what they're going to weigh here. Awesome. 1.4.
There we go.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go. I love it.
And I like to thank all the staff. I like to thank all you guys for making this adventure happen for me. I mean, everybody helped out, put a big smile on my face, and I hope put a smile on you guys' face too. Hey,
Awesome.
thanks,
Put
Steve.
your hands together. Thank you very much. Woo! No Red Bull for him. 0 Red Bull for him. Not even no caffeine Red Bull. Jiku Lee. Oh, close enough. All right. How are you? He says good. Oh, and you love the Gold Coast? Fantastic. Yes? I'll just interpret for him. So you love the Gold Coast. You're coming back, and you look forward to more fishing comps here in the future. Fantastic. Put your hands here. Thank you so much. All right. That's good. All right. That 1 fish is going to come in at 0.34. Fantastic. Well done. Appreciate it. No, don't thank me anymore. It's okay. All right. It's good. Perfect. From China, another one from China. Bohan. Bohan. I can kind of get that one. That one's easy. Well, kind of easy for me. None on day 1, 1 on day 2, 2 on day 3. How are you?
Fine, thanks.
I'll leave it at that. All right.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'm happy.
Oh, he's happy.
Welcome to China, everyone.
He's happy.
Thanks
Number 1.
for everyone.
China's number 1. There you go.
Okay.
0.86. Awesome. There you go. I know so many languages. I think it's time to throw over to the power pole bump tub.
All right, and yeah, we are live here at the power pole bump tub, and the Americans this weekend, wow, they have learned how to catch these fish. Tyson Peterson, you were sitting just outside the top 10 last night. You got another 3 good fish there, mate. What's the secret to these Aussie brim?
I'm just fishing them the same way I do bass back home, just fishing real slow and hitting any dock I can. So yeah, it's been real good for me.
Good stuff, mate. Go away these fish and show them to the camera before you go up. You got 3 nice fish there. They're going to get you up into the top 10, I think, at least for now.
Put your hands together for Tyson Peterson from the United States. He's had a smile on his face every day he's been here and enjoys his fishing. A good bag on day 1, 3 for 1.68, 3 for 1.38 on day 2. You need 1.73 to take the lead. What are your thoughts?
I don't know if I got that, but we'll
All right.
see.
Do we have a new leader? 1.80, a new leader, Hobie Fishing Worlds 8.
Awesome.
Are you a bit of shakes going on there?
Yeah, that's good. That was more than I thought.
All right.
So.
He's making some noise. Where did you catch your fish today?
I was run away the whole 3 days. So yesterday, I fished good today. I didn't
Where'd
lose
you
any
fish today?
Runaway.
Runaway.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
And what were you throwing? What lures were you throwing today?
Crank a crab. That's what I caught 90% of my bait on, or fish on.
We're going to be hitting them up for a major sponsor next year. I can tell you
They
right now.
help me a lot. I appreciate it.
I can tell you right now that's just going to happen. Did you want to win for Big Brim at all?
No.
No, he says no. Put your hands together. New leader, day number 3, Hobie Fishing Worlds 8, Tyson Peterson. Just after this, I'll do a recap of the top 10. David Shanahan. We saw him earlier this morning. This guy probably is the guy who caught the first brim today. From the starting time here, 10 minutes later, he had one in the well. It's 28 centimeters. The media boat came by and brought you fish. We did a bit of a detour. We came back. As soon as we pulled up, got
Another
you
fish.
again. Another fish.
You were supposed to come back every 20 minutes. You didn't do it.
There wasn't enough money. The other people offered more money. And when did you get your third fish?
Same place. I got probably two upgrades there, and then fish just went off. They disappeared on the change of tide, so I went down to the reef.
You need 1.56 kilos to take the lead. What do you think?
Could be close.
Could be close. We got Tyson Peterson leading at 4.87, Richard Benson from Australia at 4.78, and Glenn Allen from Australia at 4.56. Are you going to join those ranks and move to the top? Let's see if he's got 1.56 or better. Boom! 1.71. Have
Thanks.
you led a World Championships before?
No, and I think we'll call it off now, Steve.
Call it off now. If you can get all these guys to do that, I have no problem with it.
They've all agreed. Thanks, Steve, and thanks to my
You
supporters
haven't
back
won
in
yet.
Victoria. No, I'm just I'll be up here again. That's all I know. He's coming.
No, it was a good good fishing event for you.
Yeah, it's been good. I was here a month ago. I struggled. He's better this month.
Awesome. Put your hands together one more time. A new leader from Victoria in Australia, David Shanahan. Wow. It's amazing the anglers that we think are going to win and how these guys climb up the ladder. It's quite good. So far, you got in the top 10. You have Australia, USA, 3 Australias, Denmark, 2 Australia, and a USA. It's a pretty mixed bag so far. Here's a local, Tyson Hayes from Queensland in Australia. Good bag on day 1, 3.86. 3 fish on day 2 for 1.64. This guy, we have a saying, put in the miles, get the smiles. He's the furthest guy away usually every time we're here. How are you, sir?
Oh, not too bad.
You need 1.54.
I think it might just do that.
Just might. He has that little glimmer of a smile. Do we have a new leader in Hobie Fishing Worlds 8? 1.78 kilos. Come on. Come on. How many anglers we got left? You guys are in line still? Perfect. All right. Tell us about your day and how far you went. Come closer here. We can see it. Dang it.
I probably went about 14 Ks one way.
How long does it take you to get 14 Ks?
It didn't take me long to get up there. It took me probably almost twice as long to get back.
What's
So
that time frame? Half
probably
an hour? An hour?
An hour and a little bit to get up there, and almost probably a bit over 2 to get
So
back.
basically 3 hours out of your day is just getting to and where you want. You have to be so confident in your ability and to spot your fishing to really take that gamble. I mean, that's 3 hours out of a 7 or 8 hour
Yeah.
day. That's half your day gone.
Yep.
So
Well, I definitely had the opportunities there, but
did you drop any big
yeah.
fish today?
I did. I lost one. I got snapped off. I just couldn't stop it. And yesterday I opened some split rings on some fish.
Pulled some hook. Put your hands together. New leader on day number 1 from Australia at 5.28 kilos. If you recall at the start of the series, I said 6 kilos is what you're going to need to take this thing out. We're not far off that 6 kilo range altogether. Salah El Baruchi, the winner of Hobie Fishing Worlds 7. He deserves an applause for that. He's won a World Championships. Please make some noise. How are you, sir?
Yeah, fine, thank you.
That's good. 2 fish today. Did you enjoy your time here?
Yeah, it's nice. I catch different species today, but just 2.
That's all right. These 2 fish, they're going to come in at, just waiting for the scales to do their thing. Did it weigh, Jimbo? There we go. 0.72. Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Perfect. Well done. 5.28 kilos is the leading bag from Australia. Just trying to get up with it. Lei Wang is from China. 2 fish on day 1, 3 fish on day 2, 3 fish on day 3. A much better bag of fish.
Okay.
Those all measured. Matt's all good. Perfect. Let's see if you can beat yesterday's score of 1.05 to make a personal best for you. A little bit short. 1.2. China, put your hands together, Mr. Wang. Thank you. Awesome. I'll take the mic. Thank you so much. Who we got next? Mr. Hickson. Chris has been fishing Australia in the tournaments here, power boats, kayaks for years and years. Won the Australian Angler of the Year in the Hobie Kayak Brim Series. Great bag on day 1, 3 fish for 1.81. Average bag on day 2, 3.47. And he needs 2 kilos to take the lead.
Might have to weigh a few more.
Weigh a few more. That's still not a bad bag.
No, there's
It's
one
a
good one and
consistent
2
bag.
tiny ones in there.
Now, how far did you go today?
A bloody long way, actually. I went up to Pacific Fair down at the Gold Coast, so Broadbeach, and then nearly to Lake Intrepid on the other side of that. So I think it's about 13 or 14 k's each way.
Yep.
Pretty much just swung for the fence. There's giants live down there, and I tried to catch them. I hooked 6 and landed 1.
There you go. Fantastic. And here we go. 3 fish are going to come in at 1.59. Puts him into 4th place. Not
Thank you.
bad. Well done,
Cheers, mate.
Chris. Thank you. He's a good all-around angler. Does a lot of international events as well. Now from the United States, Matthew Van. All these guys from the States are just over the moon being here, and we're excited to have them here. Had a good bag on day 1, better bag on day 2. Let's see if we can beat 1.29. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great.
That's all right. There you go.
Yeah.
Let's have a look and see what it weighs. You have a good event?
I had a great event. Thank you.
Here we go.
Really
Let's
enjoyed
have a look.
myself.
3 fish are going to come in at 1.44. Increase your
All
PB
right.
here on Australian yellowfin brim. Well done, matey.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Good to see. Eric Siddiqui, I got it right. Small bag on day 1, only 1 fish. 3 on day 2, had an average Queensland bag. You need 3.3 kilos, and I don't think that's going to happen. Looking at it, but you got 3 fish,
right?
And you had a great series.
Yeah, it's been great.
It's good.
Had a great day on the water today.
Good day on the water.
Me and Double Donuts hung out and ate some.
Double Donuts hang out.
It was great.
All right. Oh, I love it. Here we go. Those 3 fish are coming at 1.29 kilos. Put you into 22nd place. Put your hands together. Eric Siddiqui on Hobie from USA. Thank you.
Yeah, we are back at the power pole bump tub here. We have a previous world champion, Richard Summerton. I said, Richard, what's in your bag? Oh, just another 1.7 kilos. It's not going to be enough, mate. You've got pretty high bloody standards, don't you?
No, it's not been pretty consistent all week. So 1.7, 1.8, been second around there.
Well, show us these fish and take them up to the scales. Lift them out. Let's have a quick look at those fish. There's no giants in there, but they are great bag fillers here at the power pole bump tub.
Here we go. Richard Summerton. 1 Australian events, 1 world champions, comes 2nd in worlds. Good bag on day 1 at 1.83. 3 for 1.72 on day 2. You need 1.74 to take the lead.
I don't think I've got that.
Okay, you got a nice fish in there. Does he have 1.74 kilos? 1.75. Well.
Just.
For
now, anyway.
Horseshoes and hanger nails. Close is good enough. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Now, we saw you quite a few miles away. And the one thing we noticed that the guys down on the Seaway side got the tide change a bit quicker than you guys. It had only just turned by the time we got there. And I forget what time that was, like 11 o'clock.
11:30 or something.
11:30. That's a big call together. You normally don't fish south.
No, I don't normally. But I had my bag by 7:30 and I was upgrading by 7:40. So I wanted to get the fish in the bag first, and then just start worrying about trying to find better ones.
Did most of your fish come on the outgoing?
Yeah,
All of
did
them?
actually, yeah.
Because some of those canals, the pontoons or stuff, were sitting on the sand.
Mm. But some of the ones you actually see, there's a small gap underneath, and the fish will just sit
Just hanging out there.
Yep.
What predominantly were you using to catch these fish this
A
weekend?
lot of gulp crabby and cranker crabs,
Yep.
pretty much the whole weekend. So
Sounds good. Now we got a handful of guys behind you.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Got
going to
5
be
to go,
close.
I think, after me.
5 to go. Is that right over there? We got 5.
Yep.
Put your hands together. New leader, day number 3. I forget how many people we have in the
Thank
lead.
you.
Thank you very much.
All right, over here at Power Pole Butter, I can tell you 2 things have been made in USA. One of them's Power Poles. Second one's Nate Gloria here. Nate, you parked with inside of this start line nearly the whole tournament, and you got another good bag of fish in there, haven't you, mate? You must be pretty excited that you performed on this big stage here.
Yeah, never fishing for a yellowfin bream before. I didn't know what to expect. It was a complete adjustment for me. I'm just excited and fortunate to be here. So,
Well, let's put you out of your misery, get you up onto the stage. Just show us these fish before you go up there to the camera. They are 3 more solid Gold Coast bream, and they're going to give him some great weight.
Nate Gloria, we saw him many days, 3 days in a row. First to the trawlers. How's your legs?
They're sore.
They're sore.
Very sore.
Now you had 1.78 on day 1, good bag for the Gold Coast. You had 1.77 on day number 2. You need 1.76 to take the lead. What are you thinking?
It's going to be close, but I think
He's kind of shaking his head yes, but he
might-
doesn't want to shake his head yes.
we might have
Your
it.
hand's shaking a little bit.
Wouldn't you be?
Just saying. All right. 1.76 from the United States. Do we have a new leader? Yeah! 177!
Go USA! Hey, just
Oh.
real quick though, I want to take an opportunity to thank so many different people. Every single one of my teammates from the United States had my back. Every single one of them. My family who traveled across the world. Graham Barrell, who helped me out when I was across the world. This guy lives here in Australia. If you guys don't know him, you guys have got to get to know him. He's an awesome gentleman. I would like to thank all of the staff here at Hobie. You guys are awesome, and this has been one heck of an experience. And Power Pool, all of the sponsors, guys, we just really appreciate it. So
Sounds good. Now, you're not going anywhere. From this moment, we're in the hot seat. You're staying on stage because you're leading. All right. Now, we need someone to take his bag. Did you want to weigh in these for big fish?
I'm not worried about it.
No. You want to? All right, he does. I knew I'd talk him into it. No. You take the bag. I don't hold bags. Hang on. All right. Let's have a look. Just to show he knows for his own peace of mind what it is. And when you're done, can you please show it to the camera? Because you got a lot of people back home who've not seen brim before, and the Europeans are just waking up. 0.65, third biggest brim we weighed in. Show them up to here, and then you're going to stay on stage, and you're going to pass your bag to Morgan, and he's going to take and grab it. Well done. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Pole Bucks up here, we have an Austrian, another European here. Eddie Brada. Is that right? That is right. You were in the top 5 city this morning, so you're in the top 5. You've got another 3 fish here for us?
Right here.
Only 2
Here's the
today.
camera,
Let's
this
get
one.
these things weighed in and see how he fares
There.
on the scoreboard. Show us the fish and off you go.
All right, Eddie. Mr. Happy. He's always happy. Boom. Day number 1, he was leading for a while, had 1.99 on day number 1, 1.59 on day number 2, 2 fish today. That's all right. You've had fun. You've caught fish you've never seen before.
That's
What-
true.
What an event, eh?
It was lovely here. And I think I would be kicked out of the top 10 with that, but it doesn't matter to me. It was such a great event, and I didn't expect I can compete with all these great anglers. There are some of the best bream anglers in the world here, definitely the best kayak anglers in the world here. I'm so satisfied with my tournament, and don't care about top 10 or not.
Put your hands together on that. That is cool. Very, very cool. That's all right. All right, these 2 fish are going to come in at 0.110. Well done, Eddie Brader. Perfect. Thank you. Awesome. You're still here.
We only have a few anglers left here to go this afternoon. Simon Morley, if you saw the pre-roll to this weigh-in we had here, you did what we called the Bradbury. There were kayaks going left, kayaks going right, and you just waltzed right on through and took the lead, mate. Was that on purpose or was it highly accidental?
Highly accidental, that one. It was fun though.
Well, the serious part of this day is that you have got a bag full of Gold Coast donkeys there, mate. Let's show the camera and get them up on stage, huh?
Okay, let's do it.
Check out those fish. That's a good bag.
Mr. Morley.
Nice shot, buddy.
Now, who's watching you at home right now?
Be the boss for sure.
Hang on, let me just push this one.
It'd be the boss for sure.
This is the girl I've probably written more checks to than anybody else in your series this year.
Definitely.
Day 1, good bag for the Gold Coast, 1.82. You fished here a lot. Day number 2, almost 2 kilos, 1.97, 3 on day 2. We were doing live broadcast day, and you normally don't get fish early.
Oh no, it was.
That's not
that
you.
morning
Usually
bite
it's
was-
Shorty Hancock gets the fish, and you're
waited-
just watching a guy get fish after fish and fish, and you're kind of going, oh, man.
I waited 2 days for that morning bite, and it finally came.
It
today.
finally came. We got reports. Simon's on. Simon's on again. He's got his bag. He's doing upgrades.
I had a fantastic day today. It was awesome.
All right. You need 1.54 kilos.
He's going to get it. That's a good bag right there. That's a good bag.
How many left in the bump tub?
2.
If this happens, you better make some noise. 1.96 kilos. Ho, 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 ho. All right. Well, this is where we say goodbye to Nate, and we'll see you tonight for sure. But, Matt, I tell you what, you have represented yourself and your country. You've done proud. Thank you so much.
Well done, Nate.
You want to weigh in this for Big Brim?
Not a
Can
chance.
someone take this so I can have a little bit of a chat? Thank you, Morgan, on this one. Tell us not so much about the last 2 days. Today, where did you fish? So, because a lot of people said, I fished the Gold Coast and I fished on lures. Where did you fish today in particular, and what did you use to land that bag to put you in the final 3?
Yeah, I know.
Now there were
crazy.
3.
Yeah,
Phil
I know.
Collins has an album that. Final of 3. So
That's
tell us
awesome.
about that bag.
So I've focused on Coffee Reef this whole tournament, and this tide, with the run-out tide, that reef doesn't really fish that well. It needs flow, and the last 2 days it had stopped pretty much when we got there. So today there was flow, and I knew I left fish biting yesterday afternoon to make it back with that wind, so I went straight back to that spot. There's like a little pinnacle on there, and yeah, I banged a 26 fork straight away. I was like, sweet, and then I banged 232 forks, and I was like, this is turning out to be a good day.
And that was on the run out too.
That was on
I
the
saw
run
it.
out,
It
yeah.
usually does not fire on the run out.
Well, you wait to see the footage on the run in then. I was having a ball. Must have caught 30 brim today, easy.
We had the other media boat, Billy Woods and Matt Petrie, and they were texting me every time that group was like, bing, 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 bing. Everyone for a while. There was a half an hour period. You guys
it's
were
going crazy.
like tuna fishing. It
Yeah.
was just seriously like that.
Yeah.
All right.
It's good
You're
fun.
going to stay on stage.
Okay.
You're going to slide right here. Yep. We'll get you lined up for Rusty. Bingo.
All right, we're at the power pole bump tub. We have 2 anglers left here. Talking to Andrew Death at the moment. You went in with a 150-gram lead over Simon this morning. Looking at your fish here, they look about 150 grams lighter than his, mate. What's going on there? It's going to be tight. I don't know what's going to happen. Before I let you up on stage out of the power pole bump tub, I'm just going to feel your heart. Let me just put the mic up to it. Bang, 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 bang. That's it, mate. Get those fish up there. Show the camera before you go up. You've got some great Gold Coast brim there, and this is going to be really tight.
Welcome to stage, Mr. Andrew Death from Team Australia, please.
Yeah, DT.
Andrew qualified through our Angle of the Year points system. The first guy to crack a 2-kilo bag on day number 1, and I always said you're going to need at least 2 kilos. I kind of was pushing 2.5. For Summerton was a bit closer than I was. 1.86 on day number 2. This morning I got here early, and you were here.
I was awake.
I don't think you slept last night.
I was awake about 4:15, and I went, that's it, I'm up.
I'm up. That's it. So I come down. I'm usually the first one here in the cater, and I'm going, what are you doing here?
Getting coffee.
Getting coffee. You need 1.82. My goodness, this is going to be close. Shoo! I've been to a lot of world championships. I have never seen something so close. Simon Morley's at 5.75. The USA Nate Laurie at 5.32, and Richard Summerton at 5.30. Needs 1.82 to be the new leader.
Come on.
1.85. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make this. That's just too much. Whoa. Whoa. Someone call the doctor. Do you want to weigh one? No, it doesn't matter, does it?
It doesn't.
I'll get Morgan to do
no
this.
crackers in there.
I'm too old for this. Way too old. Do you see your name up here?
I do.
Leading.
I
Now, you had
do.
some stupid comment to me this morning and said, I was worried about being disappointed amongst all these good anglers. And
True
I'm going,
story.
I've seen you fish. You're a quality angler, just like everybody here. You're good at your craft. Now you're leading on day number 1. We're going to throw over to the power pole bump tub.
Yes, we are here at the power pole bump tub, and there is one angler left. He's the local gun, Jack Gammy. You need 3 fish, Jack. I see 3 fish.
You stay right here.
You're looking a bit nervous. Your heart's going a bit, but how was your day today, mate? Do you think you got what it is? Actually, no. Don't tell us. Let the scale tell us. Did you have a good day?
I had a good day. I caught plenty of fish. Like I think I busted off the 2 crucial bites 4 or 5 times. Lady Sharp come up. Other than that, yeah, probably 30 fish let you in the boat. Good day.
No big ones. Show us those fish you get up here. Let's let the scales make the decision this joint. There's 3 fish, and he had a bit of a lead going in yesterday. So Jack Gammy out of the power pole bump tub and up to those scales.
Put your hands together on stage, Mr. Jack Gammy from Team Australia. There you go. Wow, wow, wow. Can someone call an ambulance and put him on standby for me? There's Dad, smiling. You had a 2.16 kilo bag on day 1, a 2.02 on day 2. We always said you're going to need 6 kilos to do this thing. We took a long time to find you today, and we left you alone. I promise you that, so we did. You need 1.62 kilos to take the lead. You just got to do that bit.
I think it might be light. Let's just see.
Where'd you fish today?
I fished south. I went as far as the casino and just did a big loop. I found good fish there last month, and then again on pre-fish I found more good fish down there, so I sort of worked my way there and to try and save it for today, but the big fish didn't play. The weather conditions changed and there was glass out down there for quite some time.
I talked to a lot of anglers, and I tell you what, there's about 10 or 15 anglers that I really thought had a game plan, and you're very methodical at fishing that pontoon and skipping and fishing another. You really work hard at managing your fish. Let's hope all that hard yards pays off. 1.62 to be the champ. Andrew, how you feeling?
Let's get on with it.
I got a joke. No, I'm kidding. All right. Get ready to make some
Just
noise.
put it on the scales.
Do we have a new leader? Whoa! Woo! Can someone grab his bag? I want to talk to both these boys for a minute.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere. Now, in the Australian Championships, you've got second.
Yep.
And you just got second in the Worlds.
Third.
Third, sorry.
Yeah.
Third, my apologies. You're still smiling?
Yes, still smiling.
And you had a great tournament, though.
I had a fantastic tournament.
Yeah.
Pre-fish day 1, I sort of went down to the areas I wanted to fish, found good fish, and the boys told me, what are you doing catching good fish on pre-fish? So I let that area rest for pre-fish day 2. I went north looking, found some good fish up north, but it was one of the other boys' spot already, so I just left that and went to my game plan for day 1 and got good fish day 1, and then went further again day 2 and went further again today, and it didn't quite work. So.
What did you predominantly throw this particular week? And there's a lot of guys that, they're going, how did these Aussies get some of these fish? And some of the internationals worked out, they actually cracked out how to do it. What were some of the things that you did that really got you in this position, the top 3?
Well, my main go-to bait up here is a cranker crab. I only got 2 fish on it over the 2 days of pre-fish, so I had to change it up. I used gulp crabbies in 2-inch and Z-Man grubs in 2.5-inch, just thrown at the back corner of the pontoon.
and ski docks. So that was what worked for me this weekend.
The hard part about that back corner is getting that fish back out of that corner.
Now I found if I cast it at the front corner, it was a lot harder because the fish could just run
underneath it.
run down with the current. Whereas you hooked it on the back corner, it ran out, and then you could pull it out from underneath the pontoons.
So good technique there all the way through. Anyway, please put your hands together for Jack Gemme, Hobie Fishing Worlds 8. Very, very good. Mr. Champion, come over here. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
All right, soak this in. All right, the crowd here is great. What a tournament it has been for you.
It has been it's been a great finish.
Because you got a late call up, and you kind of had to think about, all right, can I get time off from work, and do I have the finances, and can I do all these things together? And you said yes.
Yep.
Did you think you'd be here today?
Honestly, I didn't. I didn't think I could beat the likes of Summerton and Hickson. I just honestly thought they'd be too good. Amongst some other guys, like Tyson, there's a bunch of guys that could have won this.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
Over the 3 days, where did you predominantly fish? North, south, or a bunch of places? Or did you just find one spot and stick there and grind it out?
Okay, so day one, I cranked the flats for a while, pulled one fish early, and then went up to the Coffee Rock Reefs, went looking for Simon. And anyway, I basically stayed there the whole the whole tournament after that. It was a spot that I'd fished last month, and I went over it in pre-fish, but that's about it.
Having fished with you since 2009, you have some of the funkiest lures known to man. You'll buy something that no one else buys. Did you use a funky lure or just go what was proven here?
Well, I used lures that most of these guys don't have. So I used 3 lures basically for the weekend, plus a crank in the start. But I used a Bass Day Range Vibe, and that was day one. I used an Eco Gear VX35 in a couple of different colours.
Yes.
And another one I can't think of, a Duo Bivvy. So
do they still make those?
You can't buy them here.
Okay.
So yeah.
So those are 3 lures to do it. It's good to see this way. I don't have a lot to say other than congratulations. It is a privilege to have you here on stage, and I am over the moon that you have won. And now you have something that's lasted you a lifetime. You've won a Hobie Fishing World Championships. That means you're automatically qualified for the next Worlds, which is good.
So good.
All right.
I'll see you all next year, boys.
Can I get the top 3 guys on stage? I want you guys to take an all there. Simon, come on up.
Can I just say a couple of thanks?
Sure.
Before we move on.
Yep.
So first of all, thanks to all the guys that sponsored this. We'll start with Hobie and Steve. Steve has done so much for kayak fishing in Australia, for the world. So good. Built an excellent team behind him. All the people from the guys from Europe and all you guys have come out and supported, put all this stuff together. You're here making it all nice for us, so we just rock up and jump on a kayak. We don't even have to lift our kayaks half the time. It's so good. The rest of the sponsors, we've got Power Pole, Daiwa, Lowrance. Lowrance was so good. Over the last couple of days, I could see the fish coming through. Such a good unit. Yeah. And not only that, the caterers, having food here, having meals already, so we don't have to go and do all that. Just makes this tournament so fun. And then last but not least, thanks to all the new guys I've met. Most of you I didn't know, apart from the Aussies. Great to meet you. And one more thing, most important, thanks to my 2 girls.
If you guys can kind of step just kind of right here together. There's a lot of people who want to put a hand together for these 2 guys. First, second, third, Hobie Fishing Worlds, number 8. Put your hands together. Please make some noise. Excellent. All right, this is the part I get to wind up. It's been an amazing ride to be here. My team, God, you guys are good. Thank you. We'll see you tonight. God bless.